So I want to give my firsthand experience on this portable diesel transfer tank that picked up a couple of years ago. I've seen a number of videos on these um, online on YouTube, but basically they all seem to be pretty commercially oriented, and I didn't see anybody really giving like user review. Um, what the background is on this tank is basically I've got a ranch here, and we're constantly doing different projects like this. We're clearing out some dead trees. There was a fire up here recently, and so we're clearing out some dead trees, and I've got to move them to a different spot on the property to burn them. And basically the machinery is often parked in places that's not really convenient to get a pickup truck. I mean, you can see here, so this is actually on a road, so it's okay, but we'll use this dump truck here, and this can go places that you're just not going to bring a pickup truck. And basically when you start to run low on fuel, especially the tracked equipment, you don't always want to walk it back to wherever you can bring fuel to. And so I knew this when I was looking for a tank, but I got kind of tired of carrying around jerry cans, 5 gallons at a time. It's a 135 de-excavator there. I think it holds 40 gallons, and the dump truck there I think holds like 100, and so that's a lot of jerry cans. And so I was looking for a transfer tank to help solve this, but something that I could load and unload, say with loader forks, on the tractor or forklift or whatever. And so what I did is I found this one here. I'm not sure how you say, that brand, but I'm pretty sure it's made in Italy. And basically I found this on Amazon, and here, I'll go ahead and pop the top open for you. It's a pretty sweet deal. I found this on Amazon, and it's got like it's got the typical fuel pump there. There's a switch, just like a regular transfer tank. These clips here, you just clip them onto a battery, and then there's a commercial grade nice pump handle here with the the locking lever and all that stuff. And basically it's all self-contained unit. And so the thing that's really nice about this is I can basically, when it's empty, you can easily handle it by yourself. And so I'll take this one happens to be empty, I'll take it out of the back of the Ranger here, and I'll throw it in or I'll throw it on my flatbed, my pickup, and then I'll take it to town and load it up. This tank holds, I think, 116 gallons. And so, it's quite a bit of fuel. And I don't remember the weight. What is it? I think it's like 8 pounds a gallon for diesel. So, you're looking at just under 1,000 pounds for this loaded. And so I'll throw it on the back of the pickup and take it to town and fill it up. And then when I get back, I'll grab it with some forks on my loader and throw it in the back of the Ranger. And so the other thing that's super cool about this is it'll fit, I think, in most utility vehicle beds. Let's see if I can get a tape measure out here, and I'll give you the width on it. So let's see. I don't know if I can get this in the shot, but I'd say the width of the tank is somewhere around, it's about 47 inches there. And the opening width in the back of the Ranger bed is 50, and it fits in there really nicely. This is just a regular it's a Polaris Ranger XP1000, but I used to have the 800, the older one, 2010, and it fit in there fine. But you can see there's still room. Even if I close the tailgate, fits in there really nicely. And so basically I'll get back with the pickup and I'll grab it with the loader forks. It's got these nice pockets underneath for you to fit the forks under, and then I can throw it in the back of the Ranger. And then with the Ranger, it can handle the 1,000 pounds, and it doesn't squat too much. And I'll take this off to wherever it needs to go. Now, the only thing that you got to consider with that is that if you tip the machine over, the weight of it's up a little bit on the high side, and if you tip the machine over, that's a pretty serious mess that you'd end up dealing with. I actually tipped the tank once with it on the forks. I was on uneven ground, and I had probably a quarter of the tank And fortunately, when I tipped it on its side, I was able to run over and tip it back up before anything leaked out of the vents or whatever. It's pretty well sealed, but I imagine there's got to be, this is the fill cap here. There's got to be vents in there, I'm pretty sure. So I'll show you what the fill cap looks like. Nice aluminum machine thing, really solid. I'm pretty sure that's some kind of ventilation thing there. And then it's got this, it's got the fuel level indicator there, which is really nice, and it's pretty good. This particular one is it's not all that accurate, and you can see the thing inside is kind of, I think it must be busted. I'll have to pull that off at some point here. But yeah, so anyway, so you'll haul it off to the machine and park it however far you need to get to the fuel tank. You do need to be on ground where you can access the fuel tank of the machine. That's, that it sounds obvious, but sometimes it's not super easy to do that. And so I'll show you the length of the hose. By the way, it does have this sump here, so if you happen to leave anything in the handle, it'll drain off into there. But let's see, let's pull the hose out length and you'll get an idea of how long this will reach out. So, I'm standing, oh, here, I'll set this on the ground and you can see it. So that's probably, I don't know, probably a good 10 or 12 feet. So that's pretty good. Wind this up in a second here. But it works out really nice. You basically take these, you'll take these battery clips here. Let's see. And those will reach out to, say, your battery. Sometimes I'll clip these onto the machine that I'm fueling. Sometimes I'll clip them onto the Ranger's battery. It would be nice if I set up a socket at some point here so that I could just always run it off the Ranger and just make it really quick to connect, because I'll pull it in and out of here. But anyway, it's a really nice setup. It's convenient. Can get basically wherever I need to take it. Almost anywhere that the machinery can go, this can go. And the fuel capacity to 116 gallons. Larger tank would be nice sometimes, but it ends up working out pretty good. I will say this, though, there is one other thing. I wanted another one of these for gasoline, and for those of you that have diesel transfer tanks on your pickups, you may already know this, but it took me a little bit of research to figure this out. I was looking at a large capacity gas tank, like 100 gallons or something like that, and I found it way harder to find something, for any reasonable price. And I initially I thought, well, I'll just build something. It won't be a big deal. And after doing a little bit more research, I found out what the deal is with that. Basically, with a diesel tank, the vapors are not super flammable. I mean, you guys have probably seen or experimented with lighting diesel for, say, burn pile or something like that, and it lights kind of slow. It doesn't, it's not going to produce explosive fumes. Gasoline's not that way. So apparently gasoline, just the right mixture of vapor in the air, and the thing is, it can blow up. And so they have to take extra precautions when they're designing, say, the pump that attaches to it, and even the fill spout, and the venting and all this stuff just gets a lot more complicated. So for that reason, all I found, as far as I can tell, is decent portable gas tanks up to maybe 30 or 50 gallons, and it's a little bit small for my use. And so anyway, if you guys have any better ideas on that, I'd love to hear about it. I think this one I paid around $1,200 on Amazon. I'd like to hear if there's any other good options for larger gas tanks that are portable, that fall in that range, under $1,500. Then again, it may be just that it's not a good idea to store huge amounts of gasoline in non-segregated containers. So that's possibly part of the argument for jerry cans. Anyhow, that's basically it. If you have any questions about this, on use, or if you have any ideas or anything to contribute, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Something else to consider, this is one of my first YouTube videos, and I'm kind of figuring this out still. If you want to see more of this content, I may end up doing some video work with heavy equipment. you know, or different like ranch style projects. There's some different ideas I have for subjects, doing some mods to this dump truck. This is a LMTV M1090. Here, let me jump out front so you can see this thing. It's a pretty cool machine. And so I'll probably be doing some of that in the future. Anyway, yeah, right on. So have a great day, and I appreciate you taking the time to check this out. I've really enjoyed this tank. Until next time.